And I got way too many feels, way too much emotion. I don't even know what's real. I don't need to get along with your best friend, even better with your family. I go.
So I got a juicer. This is exciting. This is actually my second time using it, and I figured I would show y'all. This thing blows my mind. You can just put a whole ass lemon in there and it just demolishes it. Like, this thing's dangerous, but it's got a bunch of safety locks on it, obviously, or safety precautions. So anyway, if y'all remember when Alyssa lived with me briefly after Lexi moved out, like about a year ago right now, she used to make us green juice all the time, and I was like, dang, I miss it so much. And I am just trying to focus more on micronutrients in my diet, which I will talk about later in this video. But I found a juicer, my friend Caroline found it on Amazon. Literally, it was like $65. I thought juicers were like stupid expensive. Obviously, the big industrial ones are, but yeah, I will link this in the description box for y'all. I love it. So I'm going to show you what we have here. And this recipe is from Alyssa. Now you can build your juices however you want them, but this is what she uses and it tastes so good. So I have kale, celery, cilantro, parsley, lemons, green apple, cucumber, and ginger. So that is what I am putting in mine. And I made my first batch on Sunday. So I had it for Monday and Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, so now I'll have this for Wednesday and Thursday. And I'll go to the store on Friday, so I won't have it Friday morning. I'm gonna stock up more so it works out. But the reason I don't prep it for the whole week is because you want the juice as fresh as possible. Like right after you make it is ideal. I just don't wanna have to deal with it in the morning. But less than 3 days is like the rule, I guess. So that's why I'm only making a couple days at a time. And with that, here we freaking go. Just prepare to have your mind blown. Obviously I'm gonna speed this up, but here we go. So this is the end result. We have our juice there, which I will pour out in a minute. But yeah, all the pulp goes in here. My only concern, ignore all this, because that's from actually me being messy. My only concern is that the shit kind of goes everywhere and it's coming out of here. Like, I don't know how to prevent that from happening. It's not coming out of this. So if anybody knows, but it's fine. I just cleaned it up afterwards. So we will take, well, we will unplug first and then take our juice over here so you can kind of see it like separates. So before I pour this into my containers, I will stir it up. And these little guys are actually the coconut waters that I buy from Trader Joe's. So reduce, reuse, recycle. And like I said, I just make a couple days at a time. So I just use this funnel to make sure everything's going in there. We'll go ahead and stir this up so it's evenly distributed. And just make our little juice preps. How cute. And there we have them. So I will go ahead and just keep these in my fridge. I have been drinking like half of it before I drink my coffee when I get ready in the mornings. And there are so many benefits to juicing. But let me just tell you, we're not doing this to lose weight. We're not doing this to cleanse. We're not doing this for any other reason aside from the fact that this is full of micronutrients and that is something I am trying to improve with my nutrition. So wanted to show y'all that, but it's Tuesday night. We have our client call here in about 20 minutes and I need to clean up the juicer. It's a pretty easy cleanup, but I want to get that done before the call. And honestly, I'll probably just vlog tomorrow. So wanted to show you this really quickly. With that, I will see you tomorrow. You always look like you are up to something. Are you being crazy? He's being crazy because my straightener cord is chillin'. Anyway, good morning. It is the next day, Wednesday, March 30th, 2022, baby. So I realized with this, I'm probably going to get a couple of questions and I would like to give you the preliminary answers. So I just track this as like a generic green juice. This bottle is about 10 ounces. It's 10 ounces. So I just track 10 ounces of a green juice, and it's basically like 20 carbs, which is about right. Like, I've been tracking long enough. I figure that is good enough. So that is how I track this. And then secondly, I know I'm going to get questions asking if I still take my OptiGreens every morning. Yes, the answer is yes, because the OptiGreens still have probiotics and digestive enzymes in them, which is going to help break down my food, help balance my gut bacteria, just lots of benefits for gut health and digestion in general. Whereas this is just giving me the micronutrients just right. This is a big deal. Giving me the micronutrients from the ingredients that I put in here. So yeah, I figured I would answer those two questions because I don't know, figured people would ask. But yeah, like I said, it is Wednesday. I'm about to start work right now. Got some check-ins, got a very chill day. We have work is pretty chill right now, and I'm doing my best to embrace stillness because we have exciting launches and projects coming up. So I know I need to take this time to just be okay with not working as hard, especially after the last few months and just everything that we've been doing on the back end. So figured I would intro today's clip, and obviously I'll take you along my day. I know one of you guys requested a full day of eating with food stamps, with time stamps. So maybe I'll make that my next video. I already ate breakfast, but yeah, with that being said, we will get into Wednesday and I will see you in a bit. Okay, it is about noon right now. I just had my lunch. I'm a little bit hungrier today, even though it's a rest day, because I had oats for breakfast, and usually I have a bagel, and oats have less carbs, so I didn't stay full as long, but it's all good. This is the beauty of a rest day, the beauty of being in tune with our bodies, and I wanted to come on here and talk about my new little treat every day. So Coach Rachel on our alignment staff actually got me started on this, and this is called an adrenal cocktail. If you do not know what adrenals are, they are little glands that basically sit on top of your kidneys, and they are responsible for regulating stress and cortisol. So obviously a lot of us really put our adrenals through a lot, and of course you can supplement with things to support them, but these ingredients naturally support the adrenals and, cortisol management and all that good stuff. And I will say, I have been doing this for, I think, a little over a week now, and I wanted to just get a feel for it myself before I talked about it, and I can confidently tell you I do feel better and I feel more energized when I have this. What I will say is yesterday, it didn't really do that for me, and today I'm still pretty tired. My recovery is a little bit off. I think I just got really good mind-muscle connection on Monday during my leg day. So I'm not sure why I'm tired. The only thing that I can attribute it to is I am pretty sure I ovulated when I was in Austin. I wasn't taking my temperature because I didn't bring my thermometer, but just based on other things. I am pretty sure I ovulated, so now I'm in my luteal phase, and typically I will start to feel tired just after ovulation. That just kind of leads into my luteal phase and then my PMS and then my period. But we're still gonna have this nonetheless, and I'm excited to share it with you. So what it is going to be coconut water. Make sure the only ingredient is coconut water. You don't want anything else added to it. I picked this one up from Ralph's. This is just the Simple Truth Organic, but I know I showed y'all yesterday, I did get some from Trader Joe's as well, just these little guys. And again, the only ingredient is coconut water. It's organic, so you have your coconut water, and then you want orange juice. And again, make sure the only ingredient is orange juice. This one from Trader Joe's is so freaking good. It's so flavorful. I mean, orange juice is full of flavor anyway, but it's these two things together, and then you will go ahead and add sea salt. I use pink salt. You can use Himalayan sea salt. You can use Redmond salt, which comes from Utah. That's the kind that Rachel uses. But the point of the salt is to give you electrolytes. So make sure you're use Himalayan or pink, not the iodized table salt. Like you want like this, okay? So that's for electrolytes. Same thing for the coconut water. It provides electrolytes. And again, these are like the natural form, not like a synthetic, like, oh, let me pour some electrolytes in here, you know, which again, those are fine, but nothing matches the actual organic substance, right? So electrolytes, and then obviously the orange juice provides vitamin C, which helps support cortisol management. So there is that. I know Rachel also adds collagen to hers, just unflavored. And pro tip, if you take collagen with vitamin C, the vitamin C actually helps the uptake and like the absorption of collagen. I like to have my collagen in my coffee, so I just use these 3 ingredients, and basically I do track this. Make sure you track this, okay, because there's carbs. This is about 35 carbs, but honestly it's worth every single one. You can make it as small or as big as you would like, obviously. I like to do 5 ounces of coconut water, and then I do 8 ounces of orange juice. And then for the salt, I just do like 2 or 3 grinds in there. Get my straw, stir it on up. And there we have it. So maybe you could consider this like a natural energy drink. It's not gonna hit you the way that an energy drink does, but it does support your adrenals and your cortisol. And I have just been feeling so much better since I started this. Almost 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe right around 2 weeks ago. I feel a lot better, and then I'm also, you know, having my green juice to help with my micronutrient intake. I've only been doing that for a few days, and I'm also consuming more fruits and veggies. I have strawberries, raspberries, and kiwi every single day. My lunch, I just had zucchini and mushrooms. So I'm just really, really focusing on all the things that really matter, because I realized like I'm tired a lot. And I just chalked it up to the fact that I train in the mornings now. I'm like, oh, I train really hard in the mornings, that's why I'm tired. But when you normalize your level of fatigue, you forget what it feels like to actually feel good. Like by late afternoon, evening time, I'm dead. Like it's so hard for me to go do something without just like being so tired. But since I have started focusing more on micronutrients, I have felt just like very awake like all day. It's been great. And I know I mentioned right now I'm kind of tired. I think that's just going to be hormonal, but it is crazy like how you forget what it feels like to actually feel good. So there we have it. Again, nothing special, not a cleanse, not for fat loss, nothing like that, just to support my health and give me more micronutrients. So I wanted to share that with y'all. I don't have too much work left today, which is nice. I think I mentioned earlier, I'm just trying to embrace a little bit of stillness. So I think I'm going to sit on the porch and read for a little bit, get some sun. I've been catching my rays. I train in the sun. I go for 2 walks a day, and then I sit on the porch when I eat lunch. Typically, it's been raining lately, so that's why I haven't been. So I'm getting bronzed real fast, and it's such a nice place to be. But yeah, I just came back from my walk, and that's the plan for now. So that is my update, and I will see you in a bit. The best. The best. You the best, Archie. I love you. Ooh! It is the next day. It is Thursday evening. It is 6:15 p.m. and it has been a long day. Man. I mean, all good things. Thursdays are just very, very busy for me. Because Lexi and I have our CEO meetings, and we also record podcasts. But every other Thursday, I go to the chiropractor, and I train in the mornings, just on a regular basis. So this morning, I trained legs, went great, saw the chiropractor, came home, did an Instagram live with Lexi because we have our Happy Gut Challenge going on this week, then went straight into CEO meeting, then went straight into recording a podcast. Then I started my client check-ins, which take a little bit, obviously. And after that, I was like smooth sailing. We just had a meeting, a very exciting meeting, by the way. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but there's that. And yeah, so I woke up in a lot of GI distress this morning. And if you recall, I was telling y'all, I'm pretty sure, I love that we just talk about my menstrual cycle here, but you know, whatever. It's all in the name of education and values. So I thought I ovulated last weekend, but my body temperature this week didn't really like rise. And what happens is your body temperature is pretty steady, then you ovulate and it elevates until you have your period. And it didn't really rise. Sorry, I have an archy hair on my face. This is the story of my life, trying to always get them off my face. So I was like, that's kind of weird. And my app said today was my predicted day of ovulation. And that for sure happened because my digestion was just so bad all day. Ooh, I hate it. It's better today than it has been in the past. So I think we're making moves in the right direction with me focusing on my micronutrient intake. But it's just uncomfortable. Like I almost didn't go to the gym this morning because I was like, I'm not okay. But I was like, no, we got shit to do and we're gonna do it now. I don't want to train later today in the afternoon. Like I just needed to get everything done. So it went well. I was obviously fine. But yeah, that's where I've been today. And I don't know where to like wrap this video up, like what to call it. I am going to end the video here, but I think I'm gonna call this video something about like wellness hacks, since I was talking about my green juice and my adrenal cocktail. And then the other thing I want to show you is something I got for hair growth, and that is this bad boy. Okay, I got this freaking scalp massager that you're supposed to use it when you like shampoo your hair, so you use it in the shower. But I have been using it every single day. You can use it dry too. I mean, to my understanding, nobody's gonna tell me what to do. But here's the thing. Here is my hair journey. I've always had long, very nice hair. Like it could be, my hair's very fine. So I only wish that it had more volume. I wish it was like thick and like luscious, but that's just not my journey. However, I'm grateful for the hair that I do have, and it's always been long. And I used to rarely ever cut it, like once a year, maybe twice a year. That is how I grew my hair out. Then the last few years, I've been going to my hairdressers and I love them so much. This is no shade toward my hairdressers or any of you who might also be hairdressers or feel passionately about what I'm going to talk about. But they say, come get your hair trimmed every so often and it will grow faster. I'm sorry, that's not true. That is not true in my experience. I understand the concept of like getting it trimmed more frequently, so when you do go in, they don't have to take off as much and your ends look a lot healthier and things look a lot nicer. But I'm sorry, I do not think that getting your hair trimmed makes it grow faster. Okay, that's just not been my journey, and I'm just very convicted in that belief. So I'm gonna go back to not cutting my hair all the time because I'm never satisfied with it. So I straightened it to make it feel extra long. And I understand, like, objectively looking at my hair, it's like, bro, you have long hair. Yes, I do. But I want it to be back to where it was, which was at least a few inches longer than this. Like, when I moved to California, that's how it was down, like here. And granted, I put myself through a lot with my hormones and my nutrition and all of that, so I know that was part of it too. But anyway, all that is to say is I am on this renewed hair growth journey, especially since I took my extensions out. I do miss them, but I also like not having them because then I can do what I'm about to do with this thing. And so that is, every night I will just like sit on the couch and I will just give myself a nice scalp massage. Like this thing, I'll brush my hair before I do it, so this doesn't really like tangle it. But first of all, it just feels so good. But obviously when you give yourself a scalp massage, it promotes blood flow to your scalp, and so that's obviously around your hair follicles, and it promotes hair growth. Now, obviously, it's not something you're going to tell a difference overnight, or even probably within a few weeks, but I follow this girl on TikTok, and I think her Instagram or her TikTok handle is the Aussie Rapunzel. She has extremely long hair. Like stupid long, like down to her freaking knees, dude. But she posts like hair tips and everything, and she did this like hierarchy of hair tips, and the number one thing was scalp massages. And I was like, you know what? That makes sense. This thing was like $7 on Amazon. Just search scalp massager. They have a few different colors. And I was like, I'm gonna try it. You know, it's worth a shot for $7 of an investment. I did, if you guys remember, use that serum from the salon when I got my extensions out. I actually just finished it. I think it did help, but I mainly placed it up here, and I think it helped like these hairs get very, very long. like, I think it definitely made a difference, but it was like $50 and I don't really want to keep buying that. So anyway, this girl on TikTok said scalp massages, and then also rosemary is apparently very good for hair growth. She does this whole thing where she like gets fresh rosemary and like boils it and then sprays the water. Like, I don't really care to do that because I don't want to smell like rosemary every day. But the night before I shower, or the night before I wash my hair, I will put rosemary oil on my scalp and just kind of massage this in. I've only done it once because I wash my hair like every 5 days. Don't use heat on it really. Like, this is the first time I've straightened it in so long. And then I curled it last weekend when I was in Austin. But otherwise, like, I just let it chill. And I do take really good care of my hair. So I will keep y'all updated. But it is looking long these days. And I'm happy. But I know my potential, you know? So anyway, that's going to conclude my wellness hacks for this video. And I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll see if I vlog this weekend. Got some stuff going on. We'll see. You will see. Whatever's next, you will see. So with that being said, if you watched until now, I'm taking all my good vibes. I'm sending them your way. If you could give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell before you leave, that would be dope. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Wait, the other thing I forgot to mention that I'm using for hair growth is this high frequency machine. So it has a bunch of different tips, and I got it way back when, like, the first year I lived in California, when I lived in the old apartment and I went through my whole skincare journey. I bought this because you can like do spot treatments, and it's basically just like a light that stimulates like cell turnover, essentially, to my understanding, and just, I don't know, getting some activation going, so it'll help heal your acne. And it does work very well for that, but there's a bunch of different attachments. And so my lash girly told me to put the comb on it and then comb through my hair, and it will stimulate hair growth. So when it touches something, it like lights up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Yeah. So I just kind of comb through my scalp. I already did it before I filmed this, and I'm honestly, like, I'm so tired. I don't want to do anything else tonight, but I was like, you know what? We cannot gatekeep from the people what we're doing here. So yeah, figured I would share this with you. This is the final clip. Enjoy. Obviously, I just showered. I will see you in the next one.